In the past few years, I've genuinely had the privilege of traveling a lot more often, and the good news is that I've gotten a really good idea of the everyday accessories that I truly consider essential for my day-to-day travel and long-term travel as well. Whether it's a car ride or a overseas trip, these are accessories that can be a total game changer, and they have been a huge quality of life upgrade for me, so let me share them with you and hopefully give you some ideas of your own. The foundation of any good everyday carry video is a good tech backpack. And for me, my choice is the Mark Ryden Navarro 2. This thing basically looks exactly like the nomadic backpack, but its signature feature by far is the fact that it literally costs less than half and delivers the exact same amount of quality with almost the same amount of features as well. The reason I love this backpack, aside from its business themed design, is that it's got a high degree of water resistance, it's got a YYK zippers, and additionally, it has a ton of organizational compartments. So just on the front side, you've got two small zippers with smaller pockets, but it's got three primary pockets, which serve for most of the storage space. So the first pocket is kind of like a flap style pocket. It opens up. You can keep smaller accessories like a mouse, for example, a journal or diary, and other smaller things like keys as well. The main pocket is the middle pocket. So sure, you can use it like a normal backpack and just put your hand in and get what you need. Or, my favorite thing personally, is just open the whole thing up like a carry-on almost, and you've got a full 180-degree view of all the stuff that's in your backpack. This makes it super easy to organize all my accessories. I get everything at a glance, and I can organize things however I want. This thing honestly can replace a small carry-on easily. Now, the rear pocket is where you actually can store your electronic devices like a laptop, for example. So I keep my 14-inch laptop here, or also keep tablets and all that other stuff. And you can even keep the respective power adapters in here as well. The backside of the backpack has a very padded feel, so it's quite comfortable, especially when you're wearing it for prolonged periods, though it does have a little bit of natural weight because of the design choice here. Now you'll also notice that the backside has this additional pocket. I call it a safety compartment. It's great for keeping your valuables like your wallet or passport, because this pocket is quite difficult to pickpocket, which can be great especially if you're in tight urban areas. Next up, the most expensive but also arguably the most used item in my arsenal, the HP Omen Transcend 14 laptop. I love this thing for a few reasons. Firstly, it's very much a gaming laptop, but it doesn't have the same physical attributes that gaming laptops often have. It's got a sleek design, it doesn't weigh a lot, it's only a 14-inch laptop, it conveniently fits in and out of my backpack, and of course I love the fact that it comes with some pretty nice specifications. So it's got a gorgeous OLED panel that looks really crisp and clean. You also get a Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, 32GB of memory, and a RTX 40 series graphics card with up to 8GB of VRAM, which I consider pretty decent specifications for running most games at high, and in some cases even maximum setting, and getting some really nice frame rates at the same time. This thing is my perfect go-to laptop when I'm away from my main gaming rig, but I also use it as my primary productivity machine because it's great for that as well. The only thing I will say is the battery life on this is not going to be as good as some other productivity laptops, because at the end of the day, it is a high-spec gaming machine. So if that's a priority, you may not like it, but honestly, if you've got the budget and you want true portable gaming on the go, there are few options that are as amazing as this machine. Sometimes I like using a proper keyboard as opposed to one on my laptop, and my go-to companion hands down is the Newfie Air 75 V2. Aside from looking absolutely stunning and gorgeous aesthetically, this keyboard has a lot of utilitarian value. Firstly, it's a low-profile keyboard with a sleek form factor, which means it comfortably fits into my backpack in one of the main pockets, which is of course a huge selling point for any EDC accessory. Additionally, it also has Bluetooth, wireless, and wired connectivity, which gives it a lot of versatility, and I can also charge it using my laptop itself when I need to. Its battery life is also pretty decent. If you've got all the RGB lighting turned off, this thing can easily give you north of 180 hours on a single charge. And the last thing that I love about this keyboard is the typing quality. I mean, despite being a low profile keyboard, every keystroke feels so nice. You get a ton of key travel, or at least the illusion of getting a ton of key travel, and Newfie uses their own in-house switches, which are known to be really good in the pre-built market. Definitely a keyboard that I recommend. I've also made a review on this keyboard as well. if you want to check it out. For my mouse, I like to use the Logitech MX Anywhere 2S. Obviously, it's a portable mouse, which means its form factor plays a crucial role as to why I keep this accessory, but my favorite thing about this mouse is the fact that charge it once and you're good for several months before you have to charge it again. That's honestly such a nice quality of life feature that a lot of other portable mouses just don't have. Additionally, Logitech's MX series generally builds some really nice products, and this mouse is no exception. It's got a good reliable build that I'm sure will last me for the years to come. If you're like me and you spend a ungodly amount of time staring at your display because your job requires it or whatever else, the fact is that eye strain is genuinely a real problem. So one of the ways I've alleviated this problem is by using a monitor bar light, and I use it on my day-to-day studio setup, and I am also using it on my portable setup with my laptop. So you get this cool little kit with the BenQ laptop bar. It has everything you need, including a power bank, which actually powers the primary light itself. It's fully rechargeable, of course. Once you set it up, mechanically just clinks onto your laptop. You get a ton of overhead light, which actually helps reduce eye strain. It's fully customizable, so you can tweak the brightness level settings. You can also change the color temperature, so you can have a warmer tone or a more white tone as well. And of course, it's fully controlled through hand gesture, so it's got that nice modern feel to it, and it's got a really clean and crisp looking design. The Backbone portable controller is a great companion accessory to your smartphone. So sure, I do most of my gaming on my HP Omen laptop when I'm not home, but every now and then I like having a truly portable form factor for my gaming needs, and the controller just adds a whole new dimension to games that have proper controller support like Dead Cells and Grim Valor. I've spent hours on this thing, and I can't possibly imagine going back to the not so intuitive touch controls that I find on most iOS gaming apps. Now with that said, you don't have to get the Backbone controller. It is a little expensive, and there are plenty of alternatives available on Amazon, for example, that cost like half the price with the same degree of quality, but this is one that I have been using for a while, so I can definitely vouch for the quality of the Backbone controller for sure. A huge shout out to my headphones as well, the Edifier Spirit Stacks S3. They're a bit of an underdog. They're not as well known as bigger brands like Sony or Bose, for example, but their audio quality is just on par with headphones like the Sony XM4 or the XM5. They sound great, and I also like that they have a lightweight over-ear form factor. They're fully foldable for maximum portability, and of course, they're fully compatible with both iOS, Android, and Windows devices as well, which makes them great for cross-device versatility. Now, the only thing I will tell you is that you don't get noise cancellation with these headphones. For me, that's not an issue because I actually get migraines from noise cancellation, so I actually like using headphones without that. But if that is important to you, then these headphones are pretty much going to be a no-no for you. It goes without saying that I'm super privileged to be able to own all these accessories, but there's also a pain point. They have a ton of cables, power bricks, and everything you need to keep everything charged, and a good tech kit can make all the difference. My accessory of choice is the Mujo Tech Kit. It's got a clean, minimalist design. It's made out of a hard fabric, which means it retains its shape, and I love the simple black color. Of course, the real quality here is when you actually open this thing up. You've got so much storage and compartmental value over here. You can keep everything from all your charging cables like I do for my iPhone, Apple Watch, and everything in between. And then of course you can also keep your power bricks and everything else you need. Zip it up and it fits right into my backpack. My go-to wallet is the Extra Leather wallet. This thing is super utilitarian and can hold up to 12 cards in total. It's got a full premium leather exterior. It looks and feels so nice, and it has that vintage look. You can also pair it up with cool accessories like the Finder card by Extra, which you can also pair up with the Find My app on your iPhone, and you can pretty much find your wallet anywhere as long as the card is in it. If you like a more metallic or sleek type of tone to your wallet, you can check out their aluminum series of wallet card holders. So you have one in the Eclipse color over here, which has this super white tone to it, really cool. Or if you want something a little bit more old-fashioned, check out this brushed copper look they have going over here. There are so many different colors, and the cool thing is that these cards all have the unique mechanisms I mentioned earlier. If you want to check out Extra's website, I will leave a link in the video description below. They always have sales going on, so make sure you check them out. If you live in a country like Canada where the temperatures fluctuate a lot throughout the years, you're probably aware of the pain that comes with owning a car because your tire pressures frequently fluctuate as well. And having a nice air pump can make all the difference. For me, I use the Hodo Air Pump Pro. Firstly, this thing is puny. It's super portable. It's fully wireless. It charges through a USB-C connection. It's got a 2000 milliamp hour battery and a smart display as well. You can kind of preset whatever PSI levels you want and it'll automatically top it up to that level and it'll stop the motor. I use this thing all the time, especially during the colder winter months. Now you can also use it to top up the pressure on your scooter tires or your bicycle tires, or heck, you can even inflate a basketball if you wanted to, but it is a super cool accessory to have and a really useful one as well. Plus, as a bonus, it comes with a flashlight as well. So there you go. This thing is the complete package. One last runner-up item that I want to talk about is my Coach backpack. Practically, this thing is pretty mid. Aesthetically, this is one of the most gorgeous looking backpacks that I've ever owned. I love the black tone design. Coach really nailed it. It does have a decent degree of space. It's great for short day trips where you just need to carry small items like a lunchbox and a water bottle, though it's nowhere near as practical as the Mark Ryden backpack, which of course I talked about in the beginning of the video. Well folks, that's a wrap for my EDC items. Now there are a bunch of other accessories that I also use every now and then, but these ones are what I consider to be my life support accessories. Hopefully I gave you guys a pretty decent idea of what's out there, and like I said, I will leave links to every single item I talked about. And just a quick FYI, this is a non-sponsored video, so every single product I talked about is one that I genuinely use and one that I'm genuinely recommending to you out of just experience. Let me know your thoughts on these items, and if you have alternatives you think I should check out, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to do so. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button and sub to our channel. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.